Oh. Hello, everyone. We are live at Epic headquarters. We are here for the Unreal Tournament playtest for the community event for the weekend. We have lots of stuff going on. We have
a very full day.
We have Mess, who is here to do casting for us. We have matches going on. We have developer interviews. We have Phantom Lord, aka James Warga. We have Jim Brown. So we brought you in for a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is we want some feedback on the game and on the casting and everything. So tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, well, hi everyone. I'm Phantom Lord. I'm a streamer. Chat probably knows this already. Yeah, I haven't
quite
played.
Apparent they do.
Yeah, my face is getting spammed all through. Yeah, what are they? They're bored. They're waiting on us to play. But yeah, I haven't played Unreal in like 8 years or so.
You said the last time was UT 2003?
Yeah, that's like when I actually played quite a bit, unless touching 2K4, which was a couple games here and there.
We kind of pretend the 2003 doesn't exist around here.
Why?
No, I loved it.
It was a great port of Unreal Championship. And then we followed it up with a real Unreal Tournament.
Yes, he just went there. So.
Okay.
So what are you playing right now?
The new Unreal Tournament, which is what I've been playing the last couple days.
And you actually picked it up and did so well that you made it to the finals today, correct? How did that happen?
I have no idea. I'm just
Them
gonna get
skills.
destroyed. No. I really
we put a ringer in for the match. Yeah.
It's like the counter
a
strike
loser ringer
is helping out a little bit, but other than that, I have no idea.
Yeah. That's
It'll
pretty
be
awesome.
fun.
I think it's like it's an FPS thing. You know, because playing Unreal Tournament, and then I go and I play their FPS games. And I'm like, why are you so good? Have you been practicing? I'm like, point, click, pixel, boom.
Yeah. Well, the movement is just so strange compared to all the other games. It's the double tapping is like. It takes a while to get used to that. I was like double jumping all the time trying to get.
Oh, because of UT 2003. Well, that's been a big controversy for us. Is people want the double jump. We put in a bunch of the movement. The wall dodges and being able to bounce back and forth. So slides and people seem to be really excited about the movement. So far it's been going pretty well.
Yeah, I've fit into it quite well after just a couple hours of playing it. It's
be interesting to see. What other games are you playing now on your streams? And your stream's Phantom Lord with a 0.
Yes.
Phantom, the L0. Like I have to tell anybody.
Phantom Lord with a 0, yeah.
But the UT guys, I would like them to go check you out and see what you do. So.
Thank you. I've been playing Case Opening Simulator for the past.
So what is this, like you open a box?
Yeah, it's cosmetics.
A simulated
for Counter-Strike. Yeah, it's.
That unboxing.
I kind of feel bad because I played League for 5 years. That's kind of where I made my name, made my brand, and I went pro for a little bit and decided it wasn't for me because it's just. Competing against a Korean, they're robots. It's impossible.
they're
you train
amazing.
12 hours a day.
They're very nimble robots.
14 hours a day. Yeah, it's so. Played League, converted over to Counter-Strike, and that's kind of what I've been playing, opening up cases, and why it's sort of exciting for me is because these skins have a lot of value. $2,000 plus for a skin, and I can give that away. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I've just kind of been enjoying that for the last few months.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty awesome thing to do. So.
Yeah. Saw you playing poker, no, maybe it was a blackjack.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's that was
kind of a new
interesting
thing on Twitch though. So
it's technically gaming, so we're allowed to do it. The whole gambling thing is a fine line between
kind of a gray area right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So there is this actual subsection when you choose your game on Twitch. You can choose blackjack. And so they allow it. So, yeah,
they have a live dealer.
Live dealer.
It's pretty crazy. I think you can choose your dealer too, right?
Yeah, there's different rooms and different tables and stuff. Yeah,
I want the one who's not counting cards.
And the cards are like super huge, so the screen, so you can see it and everything.
They're like this big.
That's crazy. Yeah, and it is gaming. I mean, that's the original gaming, right?
True.
So, and betting, well, that kind of, it's been going on with sports for years. So.
Yep.
So what we're going to do in about 2 minutes is we're going to have our first TDM match with these guys who are jumping back from team to team, back and forth.
They're bored in the lobby
They're
right
like,
now.
we want to start
They want to shoot
playing.
each other really bad.
So some of the guys we have here, we have that scrawny key.
That's
Scrawny
funny kid.
We have a lot of guys here from the Unreal Tournament community too. We have Hypno is here from Portugal,
Yeah.
and some of his friends are here too, who are from the ICTF community. These guys were playing the new CTF last night for the first time with the Insta rifle, and they were just losing their minds.
Yeah.
They were having a great time. They were doing really well.
They are
beating the
begging
crap-
for us to do a ICTF tournament tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll try
Yeah,
and get that in.
I think we might have to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so
And
why
Mess is
not?
like, but I want to play that
I mean,
one.
I was never a huge, big ICTR, but I know a lot of people are kind of salivating to see where
Yeah.
that's headed. You know,
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Boost me, chumbo.
A lot of
it's
fun.
fun to get that
because
in.
The
so.
little bit I played of the IG and UT4, I actually like it a lot more than I liked the IG in any of the other iterations. I don't know why. I can't really tell you, but I do.
Because it's a better game.
Maybe because I can actually hit people in this version.
Yeah,
of it, I
there you
guess.
go. There you go.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We have Tim, who was here from the last time. Fury is here, who's one of the guys from Portugal.
There's Guba.
Linoleum. Guba is here.
Beardless. I still haven't seen him yet.
He doesn't have a beard anymore.
That's
He
so-
doesn't have that.
He
He
had
got
the most
married and all
We
epic-
had
grown
to-
up, yeah.
We had to remove the usual pictures from his picture because his beard was so long. He didn't fit on the
It was
contributors
just-
page.
It was from the nose
So
down.
we just
Yeah.
put the beard in. But yeah, his no beard. He's married now too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
his lovely
Guba.
wife couldn't be. We have 20 seconds left, and we're going to start this match. Are you ready, Mess?
I
Do
guess
it.
so. Trial by fire, right?
My trial by fire. So we're trying out our new spectator mode here, and Mess is going to give it a try, and he's going to cast the game for us. So we're getting ready to get started.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
All right. It looks like they're readying up. So we're going to take a look at the new spectator mode that they've got, and there are a whole lot of new features. Of course, this got released, I guess it was last night, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yesterday afternoon. They're all clicked
They
in
were
and ready
working
to
on the
go.
build all day yesterday, so
We're going to start off watching a little bit in third person, which is, going to give you a good idea of how the movement works in this game. I'm sure with Phantom Lord hosting the stream, we're going to have a lot of people watching that maybe aren't necessarily familiar with Unreal Tournament or maybe even arena shooters at all, but hopefully this will give you a good idea of the mechanics and how the guns in the game work. So we're watching from White Dragon. Let's actually go to first person view. We're using the rocket launcher right now, and there's all kinds of action going on over here at the rockets.
that rocket launcher room gets quite a bit of action.
Very high traffic area,
Yes.
and actually one of the cool features with the new Spectator is the cameras. And you can actually bring up, if you hit the enter key, you can see on the left side where it tells you where all these cameras go to. So if we want to watch that rocket area, you hit the numpad 6 and there you go. There's all
That's
that action
cool.
there. And the thing about UT, it's such a fast-paced, high-octane game. It really is hard to keep up with all the action. So with these new features, it's going to be great for casters and streamers to really show you how fun and how great this game actually can be.
Yeah, this one's a TDM match, so it's a little bit of chaos, but you should
Yeah.
see how you can follow it.
Especially 5-on-5. Traditionally
Yes.
TDM is a 4-on-4,
4-on-4.
but with everybody here, we want everybody to get a chance to
And
play. And this is a
a
bigger
very,
map
a very
too.
casual map. Yeah, it's meant just to be a good time. It's not a real serious competitive map. It's just a warm
You haven't played it with Hypno.
up.
Everything's serious.
Well,
with
we
it now.
figured it'd be great because there's a nice trap in the middle and a monster that comes up and eats people. And I mean, how could you go wrong?
Did I miss something?
Yeah, what?
Oh, you'll see it. Hopefully you'll see it.
Now, I like the overhead cam here, and again, once you can hit up that enter key, there's all kinds of cameras across the map. And actually, I was discussing it with Joe. He said they were planning on at some point creating almost rifle cam type camera tracks, which will transition between these two cameras, so you can almost create some kind of cinematic views during matches, or even if you're doing movies in the future. So
Yeah, we
a
want
lot of cool
we want to get a
things.
lot of that set up just automatic, and slow pans around characters and around objectives, or all those things.
And then you can bring up, I think, just the player list, and all those numbers correspond to the number keys at the top of your keyboard. So, for example, if you want to go watch from White Dragon, who's pretty stacked, you can see the armor as well. And it also shows who's got the amp. So let's actually go watch from Linoleum. He's got the amp right now, and he's got the flat cannon, which
He's
is
got
a
the
lot of
flat
people
cannon.
saying might be the most OP gun right now. Although there's still a lot of weapon
That
balance
flat.
tweaks going on.
Especially with the U damage.
Yes, it's brutal. Now he's actually switching to the shock. That's my favorite gun. I love the shock combo. It was one of those kind of iconic guns from UT that's been in all the iterations that is
Ooh.
really infinitely unique. And
Did not help him to have that U damage. Made him a target.
Yeah, it kind of does put a target on
Yeah.
your
Well,
back.
even
Yeah.
the U damage, even getting it on that trap is kind of ridiculous because if somebody hits that trap when you get on it, you're out of the map. So
Yeah, that's another. Let's see if we can go to that camera. It's right below me here.
There we go.
You can go to free cam from the cameras, and you can actually pan around and take a look. But this right here, it's essentially a launch pad. It's a death trap. If you get caught on it, I think if someone shoots it, right?
Yep.
It sends you flying. I remember the first time it actually happened to me. I thought it was some sort of bug. I was like, "What the hell happened?"
That's awesome.
It sends you flying out of the map into the air, and then a giant monster comes up and eats you.
Wait, okay, so that's
Really?
what
You
happened.
thought I was kidding, but I
No,
know.
I thought it was just a launch to your death.
Oh, no.
I gotta see this.
Oh, no.
Please go on it.
Someone please go on
go
here.
on.
One of these players figure yourself out.
Well, this is a pretty close game.
And one thing to keep in mind, there are still a few things missing. Obviously, this is a work in progress. So when you go to first-person mode, let's do that on White Dragon right now. There's no gun model shown, and there's no crosshair, but those will be coming soon. And curiously enough, most competitive players in arena shooters, UT especially, play with their weapons hidden. Now, that
Yeah,
probably
we-
seems foreign to your average player.
We actually just added that feature in, so you can start doing that now.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great, because I know a lot of the players who've been involved with the pre-alpha
Right.
Yep.
have been asking, hey, when can I hide my gun
Yep.
model? Which, again, it seems like a weird thing. for people to
Hypno
wanna
was
do
like,
that.
I have to practice for a week.
Well, I think it's all about maximizing your screen space, right? You
Yeah.
want,
Yeah, it's all about,
you want
know,
no
field of view.
distractions from
I
your
just
carnage.
want my dot crosshair. That's what I'm waiting for. I want my dot.
And that's
Customized.
another
Be happy.
thing on the wish list is custom crosshairs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, right now we're just kind of watching these guys go at it. If we take a look at the scoreboard.
And like you said, we want to remind
Well,
everybody
Blue
this is
pulled ahead.
pre-alpha, and
Yeah, pre-alpha. And it looks great for pre-alpha. There's been a lot of games out there that have been released, even in alpha stage, and haven't been this polished or at this far of a state. And this map, obviously, not.
so this
complete.
game is being made with the community, so they're pretty passionate about what they're doing too, and they want to make sure that that the game shows well. And as a matter of fact, that gorgeous flak cannon was made by one of our members of the community, Paul Stratton,
Ah, that's
Casio Hin.
Casio Hin.
So go watch from Linoleum. He's a former, well, I guess you'd still consider the competitive player. We're down to 2 HP.
Yeah, I played with him back in UT 2004.
Oh, goes down in a blaze gore.
That's what happens when you only have 2 HP. And you
I swear
go
it's the
gunfights.
caster's curse. You switch to somebody and they die immediately. That's just what it is. Oh, another feature that's cool that I want to show is, I guess, X-ray, or what are you guys actually calling it? It's
I
called
don't
the
know.
TAC cam, I think, is what Steve is
It's
calling
Nick's
it.
cool thing that he made last week.
Yeah, a lot of these features really were added last minute. And I've been really impressed with
Well,
it.
it's all stuff we've been wanting to do for a long time. It's just a matter of finding the resources to do it and the time.
And you got a priority list.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This was a good time, I think, to start implementing a lot of this stuff.
You got to
So-
have a game to watch before you can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's last week. He's going, hey Black. I'm like, what? He goes, look, and I said, oh, you hacker. He's like, no, it's for spectating only. I'm like, okay.
Radar. One of the features I really like, and something that was suggested, but I didn't know if it would be implemented
Oop,
this
NATO's
soon,
got you damaged.
is the
Uh-oh.
oh yeah, let's go to NATO.
An 18. Oh, he's down. Made him a
It's
target.
Caster's curse. I'm telling you. I want to find somebody using projectiles. Here we go.
There you go. Go to White Dragon.
No,
He's a
dead.
projectile dude.
Yeah,
So
this
what
game
you-
is very fast-paced, as some of you guys might be able to tell. A big difference from Counter-Strike
Or
these other-
MOBAs, or
Yeah.
I mean, even first-person shooters that are similar to this. Just I don't think I've found a game that keeps up with the furious pace of this.
This is nice.
I'm glad we
Took
got
himself
that. We
out.
have to keep that
Yeah.
one. Somebody needs to animate that one.
TDM is just kind of organized chaos, right? It is really hard to follow. We're going to do some duel matches later on and then a good CTF match that'll keep the action a little bit more focused. But
Yeah, I think this is kind of give you guys an introduction to. Oh, looks like Carnage has himself the boots, and I really want to show off this projectile cam, but no one's lived long enough to do it. Essentially, what you can do is when you're watching a player, and rockets are obviously one of the bigger projectiles that you might use. You can use the page down button to actually follow the projectile when they shoot it.
Oh, here he goes. He's running
So
into
as soon
some.
as he shoots one, there you go.
boom.
Oh, nice.
That would
That's
just hit
awesome.
the wall.
So
Now,
this is
obviously, it
gonna
only
be-
works. Well, I mean, it works for all projectiles, but it's only going to be suited for those with a lot of hang time.
Yeah.
Rockets are kind of fast.
It'd be great with the Redeemer.
Yeah,
Oh,
Redeemer,
follow someone
Flak
around, yeah.
Secondary
The
is great.
Redeemer
The goo
can.
especially. I love following the goo because it just
nice,
floats
yes.
in the air, and if
Yes,
it connects,
yes.
it's just it really creates a cinematic feel to the spectator. And
Yeah, I want to see some Deemer Cam videos.
Riz showing off some nice movement with the jump boots there.
That was a nice kill.
And did this build go out, Jim?
I think this went out last night. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Awesome. So if you guys go to
If not, it'll be out very, very soon with all these new
Oh, here we
stuff
go,
in it.
flak. All right, Timmy, use some secondary. I want to see some.
Tim's also working on some more features for us too. Where
Yep.
we've got, you know, it'll like drop a skull in the world when somebody gets killed, so you can track them, and it'll pop damage over their head when people are taking hits, and a movement tracker too, so you can actually pick someone and follow, and see exactly what crazy moves they're doing. You know, you can see when they're in the air, when they're jumping, when they're dodging, and it's really interesting to see how people navigate across the map and they're doing some of these complicated moves.
Yeah, it really opens up a lot of possibilities. I mean, I go back to when I first started playing UT99. The way I learned was watching people better than me through spectators.
Yeah.
So this is really going to help not just people like us who want to stream and cast and that kind of thing, but also raise the skill ceiling of everybody in the community, because you can watch someone like Hypno or Zaccubus and pick up moves.
Yeah,
and
you can watch
hiding spots from
tutorials
them.
all day long, but there's just no substitute for watching someone in action.
watching
Exactly.
someone play. We have some good people that are coming here to watch FamLord who are wondering what this game is. We're playing Unreal Tournament. You can download it right now. It's in pre-alpha. We have a lot of work to do, but the game's already fun, as you can see. And you can go to unrealtournament.com and you can download it right now and play.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
And that's the thing. You can also help influence the direction the game is going. You can get involved on the forums. You can give some feedback if you're inclined and have the ability. You can also, make prototypes. You can do artwork. You can make mods. All kinds of different things to try to influence the direction of the game. Which
Yeah,
is
we're
really
we're
cool.
actively building the game with the community.
Yeah, but most of the things that you see on the screen, the HUD and everything, that was all done with community collaboration.
HUD, the weapons.
Weapons, skins. They have stuff in the the community has some stuff in the marketplace. You can buy some cool cosmetic items. So it's pretty fun and awesome.
I think I'm just going to use some free cam because it really is hard to keep up with the action in TDM because people die so fast. I want to see somebody die on this pad. Someone go down there and tell them just to do it, just for fun.
So starting about 1 o'clock this afternoon, I believe, 1 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to have some duels, which are really super exciting to watch, especially if Zaccubus is playing.
Yeah, they're not going to play first, but I think we're going to put Zaccubus and Hypno at the end. Two
Oh, gosh,
kind of
that's gonna be good.
pro level players. So
Yeah,
interesting to watch their tactics and see how they react. And
it's kind of unfair to put someone against them who's not up to their
Yes.
level. I've played Hypno.
well, I
and
don't know if
was-
it's yeah.
Well, you're actually gonna do that.
We've all done it, and we figure if we got a kill, it was a victory.
Yeah,
And I think we all managed to get at least one.
We had
so.
one guy
It's a
ask
moral
yesterday, he
victory.
said, he said like, I'd
Exactly.
like to go up against one of the pro players to see how I stack up. I was like, well, how do you stack up against the guys in the office? He's like, oh, I win sometimes. I'm like, yeah, we can do that for
Oh,
you.
there goes. There goes.
Oh, no one was
nobody
on
got
it, though.
Uh,
Shucks.
How
It's like
fast
a
does it reset?
Piston.
Very fast.
Oh, there we go. You can kind of see
but
it fill up.
the
Well, actually, that's a power. I think that's the.
yeah, that's the
That's
U
the
damage.
That's
Oh,
U
that's a-
damage, and it's
yeah, it's the
almost
amp.
ready to
Oh,
come up,
yeah.
so
Somebody's
somebody's
gonna
going to be
go
up there
for
to
it.
grab for it. So.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know what these are timers, essentially telling you, so there's the U damage, the quad, which is respawned. So hopefully someone will try to come get it. Lino's going for it. He gets it. He knows.
Oh, somebody tried to get the trap and missed.
Someone shot it. Yeah, the sniper
Yeah.
just missed. Let's actually go
Oh,
back.
there.
There it goes.
A little late.
A little late.
I swear we'll get it.
I just want to see the monster.
What kind of monster is it?
I'm not telling you. You should have been prepared,
The
man.
anticipation is palpable. Come on, Fury. You know you want to run around this thing. Pick up those vials. Carnage down there.
So
Oh, there's
we-
actually a little water area down here, which is kind of cool.
That's
Yeah,
the
do a
that's
little
the invisibility right there. It's another one of the big
Right here.
power ups in the
Yeah, I
map.
just found out like 2 weeks ago that was there. Like, guys, where's the invisibility? And they wouldn't
Yeah.
tell me. So.
Let's be honest. The mappers, they always put some secret thing in that they hope no one else will find, so they can take advantage of it. Let me see. There's a piston going off. Essentially, if someone's on that, it launches them up in the air, and I guess the monster comes out up here or something. Is he hiding behind this wall?
I think it pushes farther.
Oh, shield's about to pop.
There's the shield belt coming up. And there's actually, I think we talked about this at some of the previous events where there will be modes where those timers are off, right, for the uber competitive guys
Mhm.
like
we haven't
Hypno.
really decided. I mean, the next. I mean, the timer itself is very temporary in terms of the visuals. So how we actually want to display that to people is up for debate and discussion still. I like them personally because it's a really good way for someone who's new to the game to kind of understand the mechanics. And really, like, if people are timing, then people are timing, right? It doesn't really give too much away. So
yeah, the guys who time it to the second can still do so, and they'll still have that advantage.
And if anything, a new player is going to get drawn there and get killed because the better players are doing the timing in their head.
And they can bait it, right?
Right,
Yep.
and so it's, again, and they'll learn from that, right? So it's, I think it's a win all around.
Yeah, it definitely helped me out a ton when I was playing. If there wasn't there, if there was no visual on when it was going to respawn, I'd be wasting a lot of time waiting for it.
Oh, there was somebody invisible.
And there's an interesting mechanic that some people who are new maybe don't know, is that the amp actually drops when you get killed, because there's a finite time that it's usable. But it creates an interesting dynamic because, you know, if someone picks up the amp, but they're not necessarily that strong, someone can immediately steal it from them and then, you know, kind of go ham with it.
And it continues to count down, not at full speed, but slowly while it's on the ground.
Okay.
So you can actually leave it there and kind of bait people in.
Yeah, it's
to
almost
come
like
pick it up,
you
or you can
dance
pick it
around
back up
a bit.
and use it as your reward. Like there's a lot of decision making that goes around that thing.
Yeah, a lot of players won't even pick it up because it's too dangerous to you know, because it's always in a spot that people are camping. They just camp outside and just wait for somebody to pick it up.
Wait for somebody else to go for it, because you know everybody's going to, and you know somebody's going to.
Pretty close game, 101 to 98 race,
Very
and
close.
Linoleum leading the pack. Let's go to Lino. He's
5 minutes left.
He's top fragging. Actually, he's number 4, man. Here we go. About 5.5 minutes left. He's using the shock. No surprise there. Again, my favorite gun in the game.
Gun's OP.
It's not OP. It's just versatile, I think is the issue.
In the right hands, it
versatile.
can
OP,
be.
versatile.
Yeah, if you're good at it, you can destroy anyone.
Yes. Oh,
Misses the boot jump combo.
Oh, there you go!
See it! Where's the monster?
Where's the monster? What?
There it is! We saw it.
Yeah.
He had jump boots.
It's
He tried
almost
to
like
get
a
out of
Kraken
it.
or
Tried to-
something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Release the Kraken.
So he tried to get out of it with the jump boots, but he was too late.
That's an interesting mechanic with the jump boots, actually.
Oh,
is
glad you got that.
You can trigger them in mid-air.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a new feature.
Whether, as long as you're in the air, you can trigger them. So whether you're on the up or the down, whether you're falling, if you're mid dodge, doesn't matter.
And that's another part of this game that I really do like, the jump boots, especially with
It
the
has saved me.
lateral dodge movement where you can dodge and jump and go flying across the map. Just very neat.
Yeah, we've actually run into some issues where that could be a bit of a, it's a balance changer, especially in CTF,
Yes.
because you can get boosted, wall dodge, jump boot, and you're all the way across the map in like a second. So
Yeah.
we're as much as we like them, we're going to have to start limiting them, I think, in some maps, or putting them where they are actually a power up in the map.
And that's kind of an interesting thing when you're at this level of development, is that there's so many moving parts that all affect each other. I mean, what works in one game mod might not work in another, and you know, me being a CTF guy, I'm glad that you guys are thinking about that.
Well,
and
it's, I mean,
balancing, you know.
it's a deceptively simple game, right? I mean, there's you run around, you shoot each other in the face, but there's a host of weapons, and not every weapon needs to be in every map. Each weapon has 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4 firing modes. And and then there's all the intricacies of movement with the dodging and the wall dodging and the wall running and the jump boots and the sliding. And
you've even experimented with weapons interacting with each other, like the goo.
The goo and the link.
And the link, the web.
Make that little web.
And they all have counters. The rapid fire from the link blocks the shock balls, so you can cancel out somebody's combo.
Linoleum and that movement, my goodness.
Yeah, again, this is a cool thing to see. Is let's go back to third person. Actually, you can see him utilizing the wall dodges to kind of smoothly move through the map.
And he really hasn't. He hasn't been playing this game yet too much.
Uh-oh,
some
you damage action. See, he ignored it. He's using it as bait.
Yeah, they got that kill first, a little help from his team, and then he picks it up. Now he's on the hunt. He's down to 13 health, though, so he needs to get something. Only
There
a
he
vial
goes,
there.
one vial. Oh, he should have waited. That guy was going for the vials.
Just taking some pot shots.
Uh-oh,
Yeah, this is
here
a
you go.
really
Now
close
see, they're
game.
ganging up on
128,
him.
123.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes on the clock, and he goes down. It seems like whenever someone gets the view damage, they don't do a whole lot with it.
Well, that's the whole point, right? That's the cost of doing business there.
Search and destroy. Red's doing pretty well.
Red's still ahead.
5 frag difference, 2-minute drill approaching. Let's actually use some of the free cams again.
So Raced is actually a level designer too. He's doing pretty well in here.
Yeah, I think he was actually down there building while everybody else was warming up
Yeah,
playing.
he
He was building stuff.
Right next to
We
me.
reviewed one of his maps last week. It was really good.
He's on the show tonight, right? Later.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
Is he the one
Race
who's coming on? Yeah.
Yep, Race will be here later.
With Sydney, one of the Epic LDs, we're gonna look at some of the community built maps.
And look at some of the newest concept art and one of our newest maps.
Him and JO Plus.
Another cool thing is with the free cam, you can use the center wheel mouse to control the speed. So right now it's kind of a medium speed, so I can move around the map pretty fast. But if I want to kind of zoom in on this battle itself, I can
Turn on
scroll
the
it,
vomit
slow
cam.
it
That's
down a little
cool.
bit. Or if I want to get to the other side
a
of the map
slow
real
camera
fast.
pan.
Boom, there we go. Barf.
Into the wall.
Yeah, if you guys have motion sickness, I do apologize.
Look away.
I hope you took your Dramamine before this.
1 minute left.
1 minute left. 6
Red
minutes.
pulled it out. They were behind for a long time. Made a good comeback.
It's very close though.
Now they gotta hold it. They gotta hold it for a minute.
4 frags, 5 frag difference. Oh, there's Briz and Timmy going at it. Oh, nice.
see, they're running in the
Traveling
pack.
pack right there.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, especially at the end of the match here. They should not separate. They should just all
Got to get those trade kills, right?
Yeah.
hang.
Use a little
Bullying.
CSGO terminology.
30
That's surprising that
seconds.
it's been this close, and it's been close for most of the game. Usually it's a kind of a feast or
Nice.
famine thing, and the last 20 seconds
Looks
looks
like
Red is going to take
Red's
it.
going to hold on here.
Yeah, this is
That would've
over.
been a
What's
good
crazy
point.
too, because these guys are playing so well together, and they haven't really played together before. But that's kind of like sticking together.
Well, that's how they came back, right? They were just kind of a mess there at the end, and they got to be 10 frags down, and then they started running as a pack and actually communicating and pulled
Oh,
ahead.
man.
There you go.
There it is.
All right, taunt Lino. Show us some taunts.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, Lino,
You
taunt.
rookie. Come on. You got to do like the cutthroat or the humping,
The
something.
pelvic thrust. Is what we
That's
like.
the whole point of gaming, taunting your enemies, right? When you win.
All right, so it was a good match.
Good match, guys.
Very, very good.
Yeah, pretty. Look at the frag distribution, pretty even. Nobody really caboosing it too much.
Well, what I'm so surprised at is Linoleum. He just really kicked some major butt down there. Race did really well. Gooba, he's representing the artists out there. Sir Briz and White Dragon from Beyond Unreal.
Yeah, these are far from our top players too. So these guys are representing pretty well.
Yep. Scrawny Kid, he's artist. He's working on Chaos Mod, and we have Max Carnage and NATO. And Tim Ed, another one of our programmers,
the
who
programmer.
I thought was going to be at the top of this whole match.
Well, he did pretty well. I
He
mean,
did
was
well.
was
He did well.
Second place on the red team
one
there.
behind
But
Red
he's
total.
he's one of those calm monsters. He sits back and everybody thinks he's just so calm, and then he just kicks everybody's butt. So it's pretty amazing.
Last time he
I
was
wouldn't say
running
he's
around
calm.
with
He's the one that was
piston
twitching
Well,
back and
that's
forth
what he
there.
does. He does the troll kill. You know,
Yeah.
totally a troll.
The
He gets in
best.
your head. You get killed by him a couple times, you start freaking out because you hear that piston. You're like, "Damn it, Timmy!
Yes, a little silent, little silent.
Leave me alone."
James, I think we're going to let you go now.
Oh, I gotta get ready for my match. Huh?
Yeah, you
So everybody who's watching, make sure you stick around because we're going to have Phantom Lord playing and seeing
We
how.
brought him
in
here
the
just to
semis.
shoot him in the
I don't
face.
even know. No, I think it's quarterfinals. Yeah, in like 40 minutes or so.
No, we're going to have you playing in the TDM match, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is
so
that
he's
right?
gonna get in there to see him go at it.
Okay, 5-minute countdown.
it.
So we're gonna just send him down now. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you so much for being up here.
Bringing in your
He will
minions.
definitely be back
Thank
later.
them
We're gonna
Creeper
have
in
him
the
back
chat.
this
You
afternoon.
Don't forget you got
Nice.
your mic on there, guy.
Yeah. All right.
Now take it with
No,
you.
don't tell him. So then
Commentating all the way down the hall.
yeah,
Thank you,
we
guys.
will have him
We'll hear
back
you in
on
the
this
bathroom.
afternoon in a few hours, and you'll also be on the duels, which is going to be totally awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Hot goodness.
So that's awesome. So this map right here, this one's by Stu Fitzsimmons. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
No, this one is Tom Brott.
Oh, that's right, Tom
Yep.
Brown. I'm sorry, Thomas. My bad.
One thing I was
All right, so we got
to me.
another match coming up here. Just again, another kind of casual warm-up match. We're going to throw Phantom Lord in the mix. And
See how he does.
See
Like
how he
these camo
does.
pants.
I think everybody's going to be there's his face up there. I think everybody's going to be pleasantly surprised. He did really well last night when he was playing.
And I think they're moving over to Spacer, which is a very different setting from this one. A little bit more indoors, a little bit darker themes. Should be interesting.
Well, that's another cool thing about UT is that the maps are almost as iconic to the games as the weapons.
Yeah.
You know, just there's always certain maps for each of the iterations that everyone associates with it. You know, like
Actually,
face,
we're gonna play
obviously.
Temple.
Yep, looks like we're going to play Temple
Deck.
instead of Spacer.
Okay, cool.
Which again, very iconic, more castle-y, and yeah.
It really, with the power of the Unreal Engine, gives the mappers, I mean, sky's the limit as far as what they want to do. I mean, we've seen some really ambitious projects like the Crash Site, which I thought was a really cool, just shoot for the moon type of map. You know,
Yeah,
really,
it's
what can you try to do?
Asymmetrical CTF map. One base is kind of outdoors in a big castle, and then there's a ship that's crashed, a big giant ship, and the entire other base is that. There's another one of Sid's
What's
maps,
really cool about the asymmetrical maps is now we have the halftime. So before it wasn't so great because it always seemed like one of the teams had an advantage.
Yeah.
You know, the blue side. Oh, I want to be on blue, and everybody would want to be on the same side. But now it doesn't matter because you get halfway through and you
You
switch
get to play
sides.
from both
Yeah.
sides.
So you
You
get
get
to
to play
play
from
both
the
sides.
OP side.
Yeah. So
well, that's the thing.
asymmetrical is so awesome
It changes
now.
it from straight CTF to a lot more attack defend, right? So you can get to play both roles, and you know if you are really strong at defense and not a big offensive player, that kind of stuff you can really shine and represent your team.
Yeah.
That's another cool thing about UT is that it does suit a lot of types of play styles. You know?
Yeah, we don't do a very good job yet of kind of delineating what all those roles are and everything and we don't have a class system per se, but we definitely have plans to kind of really reward the defensive type player, the offensive type player, the support player, the guy who follows the flag
unsung
and defends
hero.
him, the guy who jumps in front of the rocket and eats it just to protect the flag, sort of stuff like.
And it's also
all that
amazing
stuff is
too.
I'm a
important.
support guy. I like to shoot people in the back. See, you're looking at the flag carrier, and I'll just shoot you in the
Shit,
back.
there you go. Yeah.
I think the reason a lot of people have their favorite weapons too, so it's possible with the arena mod to just play which weapon you want to play. Sniper arena or
Right.
Yeah.
or all the
Oh, we
Insta
used
stuff.
to get crazy. I mean, you'd play like jump match flak arena on Thorns. It would just be insane.
Oh, Thorns!
But,
Thorn. which I hear is rebuilt. I haven't actually looked at it myself
here.
yet. but,
Really? Someone's been working? Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's
Love
actually
Thorns. You just want some mind-numbing action. That's the match
I
for
think
you.
there's 2 or 3 ICTF servers out there right now.
Yeah.
So
Sometime in the near future, we plan on doing a ICTF kind of weekend or something where we put up some hubs and just have people play and kind of get used to it. It's a very different way to play the game, and it has a very, very strong following with our fans. So.
It's a good way to introduce people to the movement without having to think about all the weapons and what they all do. Because like you had talked about, it's not just all these weapons, but they all have multiple firing modes, so it can be
And
a
ways
little
to
overwhelming
interact and,
for new players. So
Yeah.
for you guys that maybe just want to get in and start shooting people, ICTF is the easy way to do that.
And for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, ICTF is Insta-jib. Yeah, it's
Okay,
one-shot
would you
kill.
say-
No,
say
don't
the
go there,
word?
Stacy.
Say the word. Say it.
Insta-gib?
Yes, but
No,
it's
you say the word.
Insta-jib.
Say there.
You're
We
wrong.
won't, we won't have this
Controversy.
discussion.
I'm sorry,
Coming
you're
through.
just wrong. That's okay. That's okay.
Tomato, tomato.
GIF, GIF.
It's
Yeah,
more like tomato apple, but that's okay.
Apple, apple.
Eight ball? What? Yeah. So anyway, Insta-jib is one-shot kills. So you just run around, and it gets pretty insane, especially with the flag, because you got to make it all the way across the map, and you've got your teammates that kind of gather around you to protect you, and
Right.
it's just beams coming from everywhere.
And that's
so.
another arena where the new spec features help out. We couldn't show it in the team deathmatch because there were no flags, but there's actually a flag cam. So
Yeah.
you can watch from the flag while it's on the stand, you can watch from the flag while it's on someone's back, or even when it drops, you can, it's like its own camera.
Yeah.
Which is really great because it's so chaotic in CTF, especially in Insta-jib, where people are dying
made him say
like
it?
that. So you kind of have to be able to watch from the flag because you can't just watch from the character.
Well,
You'll
that's
miss
one of
so
the great.
much
That's the reasons
action.
I love CTF is you get all of that same team gameplay that goes on in a TDM match,
Right.
but you have one focused objective.
Which is
or
very
two,
easy
actually,
to follow for
but
people.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to understand. It's a lot easier to pick up. People kind of get it instinctually. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to guard the flag. Oh, I need to follow the flag. I need to capture, rescue
Unless
the
you're
flag.
Joe.
Unless you're
Unless
Joe.
you're
Zach
Joe,
was
exactly.
Zach was complaining about Joe's cherry picking.
Well,
It
but
can
I mean,
happen.
even with Joe, there's a good strategy to it.
There is,
You
yeah.
know,
Certain
you
maps,
just may
cherry
not-
picking was a very, very viable strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. I
So
mean,
you know-
that's that support role, right? You're
Yep.
shooting people in the back. and
There you go.
You got to clear the path before the guy can run the flag through there. That's just basic. That's how you play.
Do
Basic
you want to know what
tactics.
server I played on last week?
Oh no.
24/7 Thorns Insta.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
goodness.
gosh.
There.
Talking
What was there
about
last week?
mind.
They should just call it mass carnage or chaos.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
stress relief.
It is.
Server
it is just,
stress relief
well,
server.
what was really cool for a time, there's only 2v2 for like 2 or 3 games, and it was a lot of fun because there's actually strategy involved there.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
you only have 2 people, one to watch the flag, one to run, and you can't really get anywhere. And we played and played and played, and it took like a half an hour, and finally one of us
Someone
got.
a war of attrition.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic. It was a lot of
Thorns is
fun.
basically just a big open room,
big room,
with giant
pillars.
thorns. They're just big pillars on the floor, and you just kind of weave in and out and try and get to the flag. But
And it's a new mechanic too, because you don't have the double jump, but you can dodge off
can
the
wall
walls.
dodge, yeah.
And so, and if it's low grab especially, you can just bounce back and forth across the walls,
Yeah.
or the top, and then come down around the flag. So it's super fun.
It's very,
Super
very
fun.
elegant movement. Yeah.
So our match is going to be a little bit delayed.
Oh yeah,
It's coming up soon.
good times.
There's a little bit of technical difficulties, you know.
Who would have thought a live broadcast the first time we're doing our new servers?
But the
yeah.
first went so
it
well.
wouldn't be streaming without something going wrong.
That's
I
okay.
need to send a message to Zach. I believe our lunch is here.
Oh, nice.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more match, and we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and then we will come back and start some duel matches, which you'll actually get to see from the caster's point of view, and you can pick up a lot more on the strategy of the game and see kind of how the more high-level thinking that goes on in a lot of those matches.
Yeah, I mean, be able to more properly discuss the action and what's going on, because with the
Spider
TDM,
Girl.
it's just so chaotic.
Yeah.
There's really not a whole. Oh, he died. Oh, he died. You know.
We've definitely had this conversation before, but Spider Girl would like to know why we removed a double jump.
Well, there's a lot of debate around that, but
Lot of
the
debate.
main reason why is that it became the only jump. And if nobody is single jumping, if single jumping has no real use, then there's no point. All you're doing is adding a complicated button click that new players aren't necessarily going to understand. So we just why have it if it's not useful, right? If it's just adding to confusion to the game, and a lot of it really changed a lot of the way the game played as well, in terms of with the double jump and the wall dodge and the added airtime. UT 2004 became a lot more of a hit scan game, where the projectile weapons weren't as useful, and they ended up getting dubbed down, and a lot of things happened there in terms of weapon balance, and
Which
it was a
can be an
very,
issue.
very different game because of that.
Yeah.
The issue with the hit scan, I think, is you get guys like Hypno or Zaccubus who are just so dominant with their aim
Yeah, it's
and the movement catering to that. It's almost impossible for a lesser skilled player to even outthink them, because
Yeah.
just the aim can make up for a lack of positioning.
well. I talk a lot about skill gap, and you need that skill gap.
Mhm.
You need that depth in your game where the advanced player who puts in a lot of time can get that. But the problem we ran into is with the double jump and the advanced movement that also led to hit scan, and all of the guys being that much more powerful with the hit scan, the skill gap became so wide that new players would just get creamed and could never hope to keep up with the more experienced players.
Yep.
And so there wasn't a smooth curve. It was more like the guys who were dedicated and put in hundreds of hours could get there, but the average player would be like, oh, this sucks, I'm leaving, and just not come back. So
right. It doesn't. You
Right.
want skill tiers,
yeah, exactly, right? And yeah.
because everyone has a skill cap. I mean, you could say a lot for
Oh, do
practice
you?
and putting in time.
Is that your excuse?
What? Shots fired. But I do believe that there is something to be said for talent, and I don't know, even if you want to call it genetics. Some people are
Yeah.
just naturally better at the
Absolutely.
game. So you do want people to be able to exploit that and show off. Hey, it's not just the time I'm putting in; it's just I happen to have the skill
Well,
set.
and
that
a
makes me
lot
a
of it
better
is
player.
practice too, right? I mean, that's
absolutely.
and that's why I think these spectator tools and stuff will help, because you can see what these guys are doing, not just
Right.
it's not just skill. And if more people are streaming, you'll see. I mean, they put in hours and hours a day practicing, dueling each other. I mean, we follow them while we're developing in the office. Even we'll just throw up a stream of guys dueling, and it's a lot of it is the same handful of people just kind of playing and playing and playing, and
Right.
and that actually helps us during development too, because we can actually see where they're finding exploits or where they're finding these kind of deeper bugs that the average player might not find.
Right.
So we kind of get exposed to that early, which is
Yeah,
it's
if
been
there's
really
one
super
thing you
helpful.
could say
and
for
it's-
pros, if there's an exploit or something that's OP, they'll find it.
Oh
and
yeah, they'll
use
find it and they'll let us know real quickly.
Yep.
So it looks like our next match is up.
Yes. And now everybody who is asking, Phantom Lord will be in this one.
Oh wait, actually we are not connected to it though, so we may have to hold off just a second here.
Is it not in the same server?
It is not. So drop back to the hub.
No,
And
he
we'll
said
figure out
not
where
to
it
use
is.
He said
the
no
hubs, I
hubs.
believe.
Oh,
Hold on, guys.
all right. Minor technical difficulties continue, not an issue.
Yes, do
It's
that.
Phantom
There you
Lord.
go.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, you can see the guys.
There
down
we
in the
go.
war
Here we
room.
go, and there is
We are
Phantom
in.
Lord.
We got it.
We're going to see how he's doing.
Okay, back in.
All right,
Nice.
so we just wait for them to ready up, and then the action
Actually,
will
see
start.
Zaccubus is in there.
There we go,
Zios.
5
This is
second
gonna
countdown.
this is gonna be a good match.
Yes.
This is gonna be good. Not that the last one wasn't. That was pretty damn close, but
Well, it'll be interesting for me to see how the addition of the kind of really high skilled players changes this.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
linoleum
immediately-
hasn't changed. He said, "Have fun, idiots." That's totally him. I remember that.
That's so sweet.
Oh wow. Wouldn't be UT without a little bit of trash talk.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you were talking before about the tiers. The great thing about being on a UT ladder is always that there's, you know, if you just want to play casually on the weekends, there's a ladder for you.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to get to really pro, you know, you can go in and play. A lot of people
Well,
who started
the-
out as casual and
Well,
worked their way up.
even with just games like this, I mean, the duel matches are going to be intense, especially when we get like Zaccubus versus Hypno, right? That's going to be pretty insane. But in a TDM match, if you've got one strong player, you can run around and support him and still have a great time and contribute to your team.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
you can get really good results out of mixed teams and really good learning opportunities as well.
And it's an opportunity for players, like you said, who may not have the time to dedicate to get super good at the game, but they enjoy competing
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
We
you could
had
call
a
it
match-
casual, but it's still competitive. They still play to win, but they realize, hey, we're not up there.
We had
with
a
the rest of
match.
those players.
I think Phantom Lord just had a headshot. Just saying.
We had a match like a week ago, and I had Matt on our team, Mysterio, who's one of the top players in the office.
Yeah, great aim. I'm
And
playing this thing.
I just made it the whole point of my mission that entire match was to chase him with the link gun and keep him. So he was just firing with double damage the entire match, and I just followed him around. That was all I did. So I don't think I got more than a handful of kills, but I felt like I did a lot for our team, right? So it's a lot of ways you can play this map.
Yeah, find ways to contribute. We're watching from Phantom Lord here.
Oh, he ran right
right
into
in
the
the
trap.
goo.
Goo
Stepped
trap.
onto the goo. It's like a landmine.
Yeah.
It is definitely like
A very messy
landmine.
one.
It lasts for a long time too.
It does.
You know, because you'll be just backing up trying to kill somebody who's chasing you, and you back right into it. And it's
And that's one of those weapons.
it's a very
you
satisfying
hate to
kill
d-
when
It's
you
a
do it.
satisfying kill, and you hate dying to it. It's almost like the perfect troll weapon because when you
It
die,
is.
you're like, really?
It absolutely is.
Really?
Yes. And that's kind
I
of the
just
whole point of
backed
it
into
too.
it.
It is.
Messy, gooey, sloppy death. Can't beat it.
that green.
Let's actually turn the X-ray back on so you can kind of see. I really like that feature. I think it's even going to be better for the duel and watching
Oh,
the
yeah.
positioning game for
Yeah.
map control, especially for the guy who maybe
CTF
doesn't
too,
have
yeah.
it. CTF as well. See Phantom Lord. Let's try to do some projectiles if we can. He's got the rockets in his hands.
This is a little bit tighter of a map. So you may
Yeah,
not-
this is a very tight map. This is a great map with
So
for
you
the
can
flash.
actually
Oh
follow
gosh,
grenades,
following the
too.
grenade bounce.
Yes, the grenades down
awesome.
low. It's great throwing the
Goo
goo on the
damage, there you
different
go.
on the jump pads
nice
and down in
shot.
the water.
Nice shot. Couple of good shots there.
Nope.
Phantom Lord taking out Hypno there. He's down to 60 Oh, no. The U damage is down. Phantom Lord, I think he sells himself a little short. His
Yeah,
hand's
he went
looking
back and
pretty
picked it
solid
up,
there.
too.
Yeah, we were watching him last night. He was doing pretty well.
Oh.
Let's go watch from Zios a little bit.
Oh yeah, we gotta watch Zios. Zios is another old school UT player. Big CTF fan.
Yeah, and he was at the first event, so
And
he's been involved very early on.
We told some of the guys, you know, we're having another event. If you'd like to come, you're welcome to come. We can't afford to bring everybody in, but
Right.
but you're welcome to come out.
Yeah.
And we're really surprised.
It's open invitation. Anybody who had been here before was welcome to come back.
And we are really surprised at the amount of people who came back again. We have quite a crowd here. We had somebody fly in from Portugal, Hypno, which was amazing. And so we're really happy to have these guys all here.
Yeah, I mean, I jumped. Of course, I'm close. It's a lot easier for me than some people. Just hop in my car after work and drive down here. But
You just didn't know we were going to make you work.
if I'd have known that, I might have turned around.
Amp should be coming up.
No, this is.
So this is the point of contention up here. We have
Yeah,
the
that's
sniper
where the U
rifle up
damage
here.
spawns.
U damage. People come up
Looks
here
like
for
Red's
shot.
holding it down now.
Yeah, let's actually
You guys gonna get amp?
bring up the camera. The U damage.
Amp's about to be up.
Okay. Amp's up.
Amp's up.
You got it? Nice, Jalen. Stick with Jay. Go
Oh,
back to
spotted
shield
right in the
belt.
center.
Yeah,
Nice.
we got
Oh.
movement going on.
Oh, you
Very
stopped
well.
it? Okay, I got
So
it.
there's
Oh,
Zaccubus
okay.
over there. He's
Got it back.
So this is kind of a blowout right now. A little bit of a blowout.
Nice. Good shooting,
Yeah,
guys.
it's not
20
too
point
bad, not too
frags,
bad.
yeah,
20
I mean,
frags.
it's
Oh,
starting to pull
Jay!
out,
Yeah.
but,
Marry
the
me!
thing is, Nicky, especially when we got a lot of time on the clock.
Right? We came back the other day.
Oh, watch out that goo. Oh,
back it
it's
away.
following him, it's
It,
chasing him down.
does chase you a little bit now. For those of you who
Shield
don't know,
belt.
the
It's already
goose
gone, I
can't
think. I
chase.
think they got it.
More than a little bit, it will follow you.
Is it like
as you
flubber
saw.
or something? Just starts hopping towards you?
If you take damage from goo, any spare blobs near you will track you.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
I
you
did
can-
not know about
So
that.
that's great because you can cover an entire area, and if they touch even one of them, the rest of them will rush in and finish the job.
That's interesting. I mean, there's a lot to be said for using that for kind of zone defense type of
That's
thing.
exactly what it's for, yeah.
Especially in
that
like
and trolling,
CTF.
And it's not,
trolling.
it's not worth it just to throw it down and not be technical about it because it'll come after you too. You know, you're the people stepping their own stuff all the time.
Step in your own mess. I love it.
Watching from Phantom Lord again. Let's actually get this little not lighting it up, but Zaccubus obviously leads the charge. Not really a surprise there.
Oh, he's coming down on him there. And then
So
oh,
Zaccubus is one of the
Pretty
top
soon.
rulers.
And also a big time contributor, does great tutorials.
Amazing
Yeah.
tutorials. We have if you go
regular
to
streamers.
unrealtournament.com, or if you just go in the launcher, you can
In
link
fact,
right
they've already
to
got
the
amp.
tutorials.
That's what it sounds
Get help
like.
with movement and all the different weapons that you can do with them. He updates them. We post every time he sends us a new one. We
Nice.
try to
Good
post
job,
it.
guys. Keep it up.
Fantastic job with the tutorial.
Yeah, that's great because I mean he's setting it up now, knowing that a lot of the stuff that he's talking about may change.
yeah.
So, but he realizes it's
all
going to be an
very fluid.
ongoing
All right,
thing.
shield
He's
belt.
very iterative,
Shield belt
but
15.
it's an invaluable tool, especially for a lot of the people who are probably in the stream that don't know a lot about the game and are looking. All right,
Yeah.
well, how do I get better with this?
He's
guy?
got a really good mindset too. Like he understands that he's not afraid of change. He says that very openly, right? Like he knows it's a game in development. He knows we're not trying to recreate the old games, and so if
Got
there's
it.
something new, something
Good
exciting,
stuff.
he wants to jump
I got
on
it.
it.
That's a great
you know,
mentality to have.
if a weapon comes away and it's horribly imbalanced, he knows
Yeah.
that we need to test it and figure out
Nice,
why and
guys.
fix it. Right? So
Beautiful.
he's been a really good asset to us in that regard, and kind of.
Crumpets are on me after this game if we win it.
And that's certainly something that, especially early on.
Someone's asking if we can view the weapons in spec. Right now we can't, but that's something that we're
Shield
going to be
belt.
working on.
Yeah.
Amp's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I think
All
you know,
these tools came online like
got
literally
amp,
last
yeah.
night,
Yep.
so there's still a lot of
I'm
work to
pretty
be
low
done.
though,
There's
so
still
I'm
more
gonna need some
features that will be
support.
coming down the pipe. Looks like blue team is sticking together a little bit better, or was, and now they got spread to the
Right
wind.
after you.
So that's going to be hard for them to come back at this point.
All right, shield belt.
Jack just doing a good job of maintaining control of power-ups. I'm sure he's timing them in his head. He's
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they got Hypno on blue, so he's probably doing the same.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Look at this nice, savvy movement from Zaccubus.
Amazing.
Just, oh, wow. And that's
Again.
really what
Doing
I
really
love
well,
seeing about
guys.
this game is
Like
watching
you've
the
got
higher level
everything
players
under-
show off what's really possible with the fluidity of the movement in this game. I mean, if you watch someone like me, it's going to look clunky and awkward.
Well,
but if
let's
you watch
say it's
Zaccubus,
not about the
impressive.
individual moves as much as the way that you chain them together. Right?
Exactly. Which you saw, you know, he had a nice couple little bunny hops, then used
Yeah.
the boot jump to get onto the power-up pad, which he had time to the second when he picked it up.
We were just talking at lunch the other day. He was doing a duel against Hypno, and he knocked him back with the shock rifle. Knocked Hypno into the air, and he had no idea what was going to happen next. He didn't know if Hypno was going to wall dodge, if he was going to wall run, if he was going to fall. And so he rather than just going aggressively after the kill, he had to wait and watch and see, you know, which of the special moves, however you want to call them, he was going to try and pull off.
I think that's good because it prevents it from being kind of like
Good
skeet
killer,
shooting where you
exactly.
immediately get bounced
Yeah.
and you're basically dead.
Yeah.
You're a sitting duck. It
Yeah.
gives you a way out potentially, you know, or at least makes it harder to get that finishing kill shot, like you said. Well, the belt's up again. Looks like
Carsari in
Hypno's
the
trying
chat,
to get it.
We are definitely working on the sniper rifle as we speak. We might even show some concept art from it today.
Yes.
And that's what gun that's really been kind of a hot button issue. I mean, a lot of the guns in UT are
Bad
kind
idea.
of set in stone. Like the shock, you don't need to tweak it too much. You know,
I don't know. If people argue the shock, you could bet down.
But like, I guess the sniper is the one that, especially in UT99, it got to the point where it was so powerful.
Oh, it was so
It was
OP.
an insta rifle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you
That's
could.
why we played Sniper Arena so
It was,
much.
yeah, it was very powerful and very high rate of fire on it.
And
so.
you could run and gun with it.
and
so
high damage. I mean, the 150 headshot
Yeah,
with the
that
big
was-
headshot box. It was like guys that got really good with it, they could dominate entire teams.
Yep.
And girls.
And girls. I know. I'm sorry. We'll say players. Players. Yeah.
That was one of the first times I've ever heard the argument. You know, I'm like, and, you know, I'm like what? And I didn't know that you could run around with this rifle, and that's what
Shields up soon.
what we started doing. And we were just running around with that sniper rifle. It was
Oh,
like crazy.
Hypno,
Awesome.
Hypno.
I like the little player card here. You can see on the bottom left. There's Hypno.
That is thanks to our unbelievable video team. Shelly has been working her butt off for the last week, probably more, getting this all together. Jeremy, Joe, and Jason, and Kona. They've just been working like crazy getting this event together, and you know, because we're pretty new at this streaming stuff.
Yes, we are. This is an experiment for us on many levels today.
And Shelly just makes it all look so professional, and we really appreciate everything that she's done.
And we're not just saying that because she's sitting right there.
No, seriously, she's awesome. Very, very, very happy to
There
have
we
these
go.
guys to help us out and make our way through this newness for us.
Hypno's doing work now. He's trying to close this gap a little bit.
He's, putting on his Jansport.
Yeah.
It was interesting seeing the difference in
He's,
how
clean-
he's
beautiful.
cleaning up. He's cleaning up.
Gorgeous.
those combos. Down to and look at this, a battle between him and Zaccubus. Looked like the belt.
Oh,
Just
and there he
came
lost
up.
it. But he did. He closed the gap by 10 there.
Yeah, this is a lot closer now. And there's still 8.5 on the clock, so plenty of time for them to make up the difference and perhaps take
One
the
good
lead.
spree, and then they can pull this out. That's a nice wall dodge there.
They got a good roster. We got Lino, Zios, Goodball in there, Fury. All these guys are pretty solid fraggers. It's all about
They just got
the
to
teamwork.
they got to catch their flow, right? Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of it for some of these guys might be familiarity
There you
with the
go.
map.
There you go.
Ooh, those
Oh, my.
rockets.
On the left.
Just as a fan of the game, I love
Oh,
watching.
oh,
The
skeet
guy's
shooting.
in trouble.
There you go.
There it is.
Couldn't avoid the blast from Hypno's chakra. And that really demonstrates the versatility of the combo. I mean, you can do damage around corners.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Such a versatile weapon. There's the belt up again. And another thing that I really love about UT is the power-ups and
Hypno
how
got the
they're
belt,
always in a
that's trouble.
precarious position. You know, it's one of those things that you can bait it, or you can go after it and be kind of risky
Yep.
and try to grab it yourself, but there's always a risk versus reward involved in picking the power-ups. I mean, of course, Deck, the most iconic dual map, is a perfect example of that. Trying to hit the air rocket there.
Oh, going for the U damage.
I'll see
Oh, he's got it. This is not going to end well.
Let's get a Zios. Looks like he...
Oh,
Nope, he dropped it.
Uh-oh.
He's going to pick it up. Hits the killing spree.
only 10 down. He can do this.
You can see he's kind of zoning
Him
off.
and
He
that
has to back
shock
off, pick
rifle
up
are a
some health.
very dangerous combination.
Especially with U damage.
Yes.
And that's the thing with the
10 seconds.
the area damage you
Yes,
can do with the
Beautiful.
combo. You can kill so many people.
Yeah,
with
he's
a
really
well-placed combo.
He's really tightening the gap here. Helping to tighten the gap.
Oh yeah, 30 is up to 34 and 16 now.
18.
Takes out
Beautiful.
Zaccubus. Oh, watch the goo! Dodges
Nice.
over it.
Oh.
See if you see if tracking him.
That was nice. Diaper finally puts an end to his spree, though. Giggling at his name, Diaper. Hey, it's his name. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Diaper,
yeah, it is.
not Dipper.
I think it means something a little bit different in Portugal.
I hope it's Diaper because I'd feel bad if I mispronounced his name.
That's good. He's a nice guy anyway. I don't think he's going to care. But he's like one of the top ICTF players in Portugal, so I'm sure he's used
That
to.
means he's
having
got
the same-
aim.
Oh, yeah.
Guy's got aim.
You can see Hypno waiting on,
And
looks like that.
Gonna
U
pop
damage.
that U. Oh, look, he's thinking. He's thinking.
He's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it. He's got it. So this is trouble now. So this is
5 minutes on the
5
clock.
minutes left.
He's had the last few, and this is
Yeah,
what
he's-
you really need to do to close the gap.
He's
Keep
holding
maintaining
down this
his
power.
power.
He's gonna grab the belt here.
Oh no!
Oh,
He gets
no.
taken out. Was
Nice.
that
So
Zaccubus?
he had that. You know, when you have that mini with that amp, it's tough, man.
Well, he's trying to hoard all the power ups.
Yeah, if he can get
he's
that
timing
belt
him in
in.
his head, so he knew, but he forgot that Zaccubus was doing the same thing.
Yeah. And it's a good example of what you were talking about earlier, where you can have that kind of anchor player that you
Yeah.
base your team around, and you know both of these teams have that.
Yep.
Guys that's going to time, and they can also frag out when they need to.
It's nice to see these guys sticking together. Okay, these
Oh,
guys.
look at the
little bit of
scores.
trouble over here. Very close.
5 minutes on the clock, and it's back to being even.
5 minutes remaining.
There you go. I think we just found our new announcer.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
I have to do some recording.
we do need one.
They're all rotating.
Male
Belt,
announcer and
belt,
female
belt,
announcer, if
belt,
anybody's
belt.
out there.
Go belt, guys.
I got it.
Support
Next
Hypno.
one, 41.
Actually sees Hypno
Hypno's
take
got
it.
it.
So yeah, Zaccubus and Hypno both
Let's
trying
go
to
in.
move things to the
And
side.
Oh, we're at a 2 frag game. Oh my gosh. That was quite a comeback.
I'm
They were
impressed.
down
Yeah,
by
no,
20. I was talking
I'm
about
impressed.
blowout
Blue
before.
team kind of pulled this together.
Let's go back to Hypno. He's got himself some armor.
Let's go into him. You guys tied it up, tied it up. Good job, guys.
It's really going to come down to which of these
Oh,
guys makes
Zoccubus!
it.
No!
He's one of those players that's very cool under pressure, so
Epi's up.
this is when he shines.
Epi's up.
One frag game, 136,
Epi's up.
135.
Nice.
Incredible.
It was a 20-point difference, or 20 frag difference early,
Behind you,
early
Kubo.
Oh,
on.
look at that. We'll see, and they pulled it together. They were all in the same room there.
Foot.
Oh,
Belt 41.
Oh, nice shot there.
That's a rare thing.
50 seconds.
20 seconds on belt.
He doesn't. He's not one to usually kill himself unless he wants to. So.
Tactical suicide.
Tactical
Shield
shift.
belt, 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh, it's tight again.
he's holding down that belt. It's about to pop.
Keeps it away from Hypno.
Oh
Shield
no.
belt.
Because you know Hypno's going to go for it.
Sometimes that's part of
He's
the
going to have
tactic
to
as well.
retreat and go back for that armor.
Nice, guys. Come on.
Yep. Just about now, too.
Dodging those rockets.
Oh.
143 or 144, 142. 3.5 minutes on the clock.
All right, 100
always-
over.
Yep. Hypno just picked up the armor.
Yep. It's always very daunting when you're playing
Oh.
a duel or in a match and you see one of the best players grab all the power ups because you just know that you're in trouble. And the best thing to do is go and hide.
Or bunch up.
Which
and
is
hunt
actually a
down.
very valid strategy at times.
Yes.
Wow, this is so close. Blue is
3
keeping
minutes
it
on the
close,
clock.
but they haven't been able to just edge out that 2, 3, 4 frag difference that's going on right now. But still 3 minutes on the clock.
Hypno's got the sniper, which is
Ooh,
oh,
Lost
beautiful.
those boots. He's going to go pick those up. No?
Looks like Red's starting to pull away a little bit.
I think he gave up on it. Oh, he's going to go grab belt. There you go.
He's low on health though. And there you
Oh,
go.
I was
There's
going
that
to say,
wall
why didn't he
dodge.
make
Gets
the
it.
big jump? He should have made the big jump. You can come off that jump pad, wall dodge off the
And then
off the side,
Right.
and land right on
Sail
Which
the
I
to the
fail
belt.
every time. And then Matt just camps that spot, so he's always there with the shot.
skeet shooting.
Beautiful.
basically. Nice combo. This is his last opportunity pretty much. He's stacked up.
Yep.
110 armor, 115 health.
Yeah,
Probably
he
going to
can-
look for the U damage to close it out. Gets
Yep.
the pads.
Right.
Yeah. So he's full stack.
Oh, it
He's
takes out
just-
Zaccubus. That's a big frag. Get
And
him
he
off the
just
board.
got picked up some more ammo too, so he's
Oh, goes for the air rocket on Fan. Oh,
Nice.
beautiful.
What a rocket!
Still 4 down. Can he pull it off? 2 minutes left. Health back up a little bit.
A minute and a half left.
See,
Hypno
now
hit
they're
this
all
spree.
fighting over
Spree.
this belt because they know this is the last belt. This is going to be the game changer, right? Oh, and he missed it.
Looks like Hypno helped his teammate get the belt, though, even though
Nope,
he went
missed
down.
it down. Yeah, so I think Red has it.
4 frag difference, minute and a half on the clock.
Hypno's, yep, he got the armor. That's his consolation prize.
He's going to have to go ham here in the closing seconds, or at least hope his teammates do. Seems like him and Zaccubus consistently run into each other.
Well,
They're
it's
always
because they're running the path.
always
Yep.
running the path.
They have a
Yeah.
route.
They're going from power.
And
Well, there's
it's
U
not the same.
damage. This could be the difference here at the end of the game. Zaccubus and Hypno both there.
They're
Hypno
used
down to
keeping
21
people
HP,
back.
but it's the combo.
Oh,
Oh,
Hold
no.
them off.
Oh, almost
I thought he was
saw
gonna. I thought he
Tim
was
up
gonna
there.
boost up there with the hammer, but he did not do it.
That was a nice play by Timmy. I'm sure there was some communication going on between him and Zaccubus about the amp coming up. So Zaccubus went down, but Timmy gets the amp.
Oh, and he lost it.
And Zios is going to pick it up.
43
He can do
seconds.
something with it.
Yes, he can.
I don't know.
So Zios
I
is
don't think this is
really
gonna
a-
end well for the blue team.
Oh, hits Zaccubus. Nice sniper shot there.
They had it. They were so close. So close.
Definitely
25 seconds
a
left,
respectable
and they're ahead
performance,
by
though.
7.
Yeah, they were down and then they pulled it back.
Yeah,
so.
this was just, I mean, they really came back. This was a really great game.
There was that one key belt that they lost that
Great shot there by Zias.
All right,
Hypno
come
lost
on.
his spree and
Yeah, I think
Lost-
another
lost
thing
some
Surely,
momentum.
we
GG.
had discussed is kind of getting maybe like
GG.
a power percentage breakdown. which would
Well
be
done,
great.
guys.
I'd love to see
Oh,
that.
there we go.
You got the what was the difference maker? Because a lot of times you see teams actually overcome a power-up differential. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
They may have only gotten, a quarter
Or
of the belts and
or it
amps.
shows that they're using it as bait as opposed to
That's true.
offensively, right? Like
Yeah.
Great
this-
games. And Phantom Lord made quite a nice showing there.
Yeah, not too bad at
That's
all.
what his third game.
Yeah.
not bad at all.
No surprise to see Zaccubus and Hypno at the top of the scoreboard,
Yes.
though. But
Well, those two go at it. They
They go it
play a
all
lot of
day, every
duels,
day,
Yes. So they're just.
diehards.
And Zios, who's usually a CTF player, he held his own as well.
Uh-oh.
Portugal.
Chumbo saying in chat, okay, who's replacing Hypno and Sass? You've officially been given the boot, Hypno. You're live on Twitch.
I think
There is that's Gooba right there on the left.
There's
Is that the
Gooba?
beer? Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Without the
taking a
beer.
look down in the play test. We're
Red team, blue team.
yep.
See 'em
So a couple
congratulate
really
each
good
other.
matches there. Both of them came out really close. Good to see. And I think we're actually going to break for lunch now, right? Yes.
Are we taking a little break?
Yeah, it's about noon.
And
It's
so
about noon. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and we're going to be back in about 45 minutes.
yes, and so these were kind of the warm-up exhibition matches, and we're going to start some duels next. So that'll be really, really
The
fun to
duels are
watch. Should be really
awesome
interesting.
to watch.
Oh, yeah.
and
We
I
all
think-
stop. Steve will kind of like turn the TV off during the day because
Yep.
we will stop and stop working. And
And we got
Start watching.
is Arctic coming in after lunch?
Arctic is going to be here. He's going to do some casting with Mess.
Cool.
And
forward to
we're
that.
going to have Phantom Lord's going to be back. We're going to have a lot of the level designers talking and the duels.
Yeah,
And the duels
absolutely.
stuff. All right, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for stopping by so
Thanks for
far.
I think I waved to the wrong place.
Yeah.